this virus. How do you see that, sir?
Yes, and this is completely different if you compare it to the old epidemics of Ebola. Before it was in closed communities, in villages, and you can control, you can contain. Now it is in capitals, in cities. The three countries, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, the three countries is very spreading there everywhere. The cities and the cosmopolitan areas and the villages. So it is difficult. Difficult also because you cannot contain. Sometimes people will escape. They will escape from the medical authorities or the health authorities. They are afraid that you will die. They think they will die in the hospital. If they stay in the house, better. If you go to the herbal treatment, for them, it is better. And we need a lot of effort to persuade them that the hospital is much better and they will recover if you go there. Also, if you go early, if the victims go early to the hospital, he will be escaped from this by about 60% chance, because they will give him food, they will give him fluids, intravenous fluids, they will give him oxygen, so he will not die of pneumonia, they will save him. And really, if they go first or second day, they can escape and they will have immunity. This will protect them in the future. And this opens the way for us. Yes, it is spreading too much if you compare to the previous epidemics, but the fatality is decreased now. Now, just before I enter, I said to you, 39%. It is the best result we have got from the beginning of Ebola epidemics.
Do you believe that such a virus has undergone mutation in order to?
No.
It's hard to fight.
We will not say like that. We will not say that. But still it is spreading and new. So it is a new.
But why until this moment there is no cure or vaccine for the Ebola?
Not only that. Not only that, a lot of viruses.
But the Ebola is the most dangerous because people die within 5 days. It's so quick and it's dangerous.
It will take about 21 days to die like that.
Yeah.
Number one, the disease is new. This epidemic is new. Number two, we need a lot of investigations. Number three, we have vaccines. We have 3 kinds of trial vaccines. This will succeed in the future. And especially, we have no antiviral specific drug. But in the future, we need 3 things. We need a drug, a cheap drug, an easy drug. We need a vaccine that can be applied to all the people. And we need a special kit, quick and cheap kit to diagnose, early diagnosis. Still, these 3 lags were lagging. We need a lot of labs everywhere to diagnose, consultation between countries. Still, we are fighting. Can you say we are in KG1 for the success?
So do you believe the early diagnosis help to fight and contain this virus?
Yes. Also, this scenario occurred before with AIDS at the beginning in Africa. At the beginning, they don't believe, they are laughing, they are kidding. No, they don't. Sometimes when there's a new virus, the people, especially in uneducated people, they don't believe that there is something new, and they think the government is to let us focus on another thing like that. Also, now we need, if the success of the vaccines occurred as we expect or want, we need at least 100,000 doses of vaccine for the health personnel in these areas, and we need 12
for
million.
The people who are treating the
the doctors, the assistant, the nurses, ambulance driver, like that. We need 100,000. And we need also 12 million.
But Africa is poor, sir, and they are not
so
ready.
We have to. The United Nations, the rich countries, the whole world has to do. But I think there is some delay or some of the situation, especially because they are poor areas, they have no oil, they have no petroleum. And I think there is something occurring. We are not sure of it, but maybe it is occurring. Maybe this Ebola is a theater of secret ways to develop a biological weapon, because if someone terrorist or someone crazy use it as a terror style or terrorist means to make a biological war, he will kill the people in just 21 days.
Yeah. Okay. How do you see the statement of the representative of the WHO, who said that North Africa and the Middle East are not ready to fight Ebola, and they are not ready to deal with the virus?
It's true. It is true. Still, same. They have no health educations. They are not aware. Some people, I made a lot of lectures everywhere. Some people, it's first time for them they hear about Ebola.
Yeah.
Still, we need a lot of campaigns, health education. We need a lot of, everyone has to tell the others, you heard about Ebola, what is Ebola, how it comes, especially if it's going to these areas. Still, we need, number two, we need investigations. Number three, it's very, very nice and I'm very happy when we send a campaign to help Equatorial Guinea in this preparation for the competition of the football, because they will get experience and will see the world, and this is very nice experiment to prepare for the far imagination that maybe one day it will come here.
Okay, what is the strategy do we have, and I'm not speaking about Egypt, I'm speaking about Africa in general, in order to collectively combat the virus of Ebola and its outbreak?
Number one in my agenda, health education. Number two, you have to have training of the health personnel, how to diagnose, because a lot of doctors die. At the beginning, some doctors will be, it is a tonsillitis, it is a pharyngitis. The doctor will say to the patient will tell him, do you think I have Ebola? No, just go to the house, it's simple. Doctor will die, the nurses will die. It happens. The nurse, 13 persons died in just in a clinic because the doctor.
And how it transfer from one person to another?
Through secretions. And health personnel through secretions, saliva, coughing, any secretions, sputum, blood. At the end of the disease, a lot of blood will come. They will bleed from the nose, from the mouth, from the eyes, from the skin. About 2 million orifices in the skin will give blood, stool, urine. Also the tissues, if it is wounded. Also even the semen will transmit the virus for about 60 days. 60 days. Even a dead body will transmit like that. So the patient, his secretions, and also we cannot forget the bat and the monkey also. Okay. Possible ways.
What are the chances of the survival of people who were early diagnosed with this virus?
60% now.
Are they about
this is the best in history since we faced this epidemic and the previous epidemic. It is now 39.69. Yeah. But you have to go early, and you have no chance to stay in the house, and they have to believe that when they go early, they will recover, and they have no right to escape. Sometimes you escape. You say, I'll die. I want to die in my village. Usually they say in these areas, when they die, they have to be buried in the area in which they have been born.
Okay.
So they have to go to the same village like that. They will transfer him. This transfer will transmit the virus to a lot of people who will carry, who will touch like that. Also in some tribes, I think the majority of them, when they have a dead body, all of them will go, they will cry, and they will touch days and like that. So all of them will get the infection.
They have their own dangerous rituals now with this virus. Okay, if someone, someone can survive enough in order to develop antibodies,
yes,
in order to fight Ebola.
He will have.
Yeah.
The fact that Ebola is fatal depends on what? Number one, it paralyzes the immune system. It will stop the immune cells from working. Yeah. Some of the, especially a viral protein called viral protein 24, this will make disturbance of the connection between the immune system cells. The immune cells will be paralyzed, don't know there is an invasion, they will be paralyzed. They are not aware of the situation, number one. Number two, also Ebola virus will increase the tendency for bleeding everywhere, as I said, even inside the brain, inside the chest, inside the abdomen, inside the colon, inside the scrotum. So this is the strategy of the virus to kill us. If we understand this, and we understand that, especially we need a lot of investigation, and we will succeed, because we know now that the viral protein 24 is the main player in the virus which will paralyze the immune system. So if we have something antibody against this, will stop it, number one. Number two, there is a protein, special tethrin. Tethrin, a special protein. This protein, when it is destroyed by the virus, it will stop the immune system from stopping or blocking the virus from moving. This protein stop it. If this protein is absent, the virus will multiply and will go from a cell to another.
Yeah. Also,
the virus will, when it enters and multiplies, it will make all the cells prefer to commit suicide. So the cells will prefer to die.
Yeah. Okay, sir, because we're running out of time, I need a quick answer. With the African Cup of Nations is approaching and it'll take place in Equatorial Guinea. Is this country really ready to host the game?
The World Health Organization is helping. Egypt is helping. We sent well-qualified 3 groups to be there, and I hope God will help us and nothing will occur.
Okay, and what are the precautions that this country must take before starting the...
Number one, all the airports. I think now the airport is under the supervision of the Egyptian groups.
Yeah.
The airport must be supervised completely. Temperature must be measured, especially the aeroplanes or any means of transport. They have to be checked. If anyone inside the airplane has any symptom, fever, diarrhea, vomiting, bleeding, he has to be put in a place far away from the others, supervised with someone, yeah. And all the passengers, the crew, all these names must be supervised at least a few days until we see the symptom. And also in the airport, they have to put, especially in the gathering areas, in the stadium like this, they have to sodium hypochlorite solutions which are using in the cleaning in the houses. Yeah. This, if you dilute it, is 10% only, will kill the virus completely. So just if you spread on the surface, and just if you use gowns, if you use, for example, gloves like this, I think they will escape. Well,
Dr. Magdi Badran, consultant of allergy and immunology, thank you for joining us and welcome once again to Africa Today.
Thanks.
Well, this brings us to the end of our show. I'm Dina Mamdouh. Please.